Yo, this is Dead to Rights for Mega Review. Basically, we've done the CDs, like I said before, my last one. So we're now on to DVDs. DVDs is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass, mainly due to the fact that you've got PG, 12, 15, and 18 certificate films. Ranging in the amount of, in quantity of DVDs that I've got. So anyway, we'll start off with PG, and the letter A. Ace Ventura. This is the when they call them. The whole point is the actual Ace Ventura was actually a 12 certificate, so it's going to be in the next lot. Anyway, so this film, when it's called, second one obviously in the series of Ace Ventura, and I'm pretty sure it was the last one because Jim Carrey just didn't want to do any more with that character. Basically, loosely based around the fact that in this film, the pet detective has to find a very rare white bat, basically, and this can bring peace to this tribe and this other tribe, and basically, yeah, that's the whole premise of the film. But it starts off, he's climbing a rocky mountain, and he's basically trying to rescue this raccoon that's actually got itself stuck on the ledge. He stopped off on the way just basically to feed this little eagle. He literally keeps up some food for it and goes, "Hey, you little fella, that's just tie you over." Just disgusting, really. Anyway, so he basically goes to get the raccoon. He hooks it all up with all this, with I can't remember what they're called. It's all the stuff for rock climbing, the kind of stuff that hooks together. And anyway, he launches this. No, they're going across this rope, kind of going across it, and then the material that's holding up the raccoon basically breaks and it falls, unfortunately, and it dies. It then goes, I'm pretty sure, years later, or months, I don't know which one it is, or possibly a year later, and the Ace Ventura has basically got himself into this Buddhist kind of place, where they practice praying and spiritualism and all this, and Ace has surrounded himself with all these creatures, and yeah, he's one with the nature and stuff like this. And then they go, we've got a obviously a detective thing for you. This fat bloke, I can't remember his name, it's a bit annoying, but he calls him Poopy Pants. Anyway, this big bloke goes to him. He's actually the one that's actually on the case, and he knows the tribe and all this. And he says to Ace, "We're looking for this rare creature. Can you help us?" And then Ace goes, "Break it to the mothers gently." And they basically have a party when he's leaving. And he goes, "It's good to see that I won't be missed that much." Anyway, so then it's he gets out a slinky, and he goes, and then it goes down all these steps, and there's got to be hundreds of steps, and it gets right to the bottom, gets the last step, and it stops. And he goes, "Oh man, can you believe it? Come do it again." It's no, we've really got to catch a flight. Catch our flight. And then Ace goes, "Fine, we'll do everything your way." Anyway, so then it's he basically doesn't realise he has to rescue a bat. He doesn't like bats because they're just all, which is weird the way he actually describes it. He basically goes through all these trials, and he finds out two things from the two different tribes. They're at war with each other. One's really peaceful, the other one's really angry. He then finds out that it's actually a poacher that's actually got the bat, basically because this bloke wants the actual war to happen between these two tribes, which is a bit tight really, but yeah, anyway. He saves the day, basically. Yeah, he gets a monster truck, which is just awesome, because you think to yourself, what? How can you possibly? But they had to, send Ace Ventura out on a high note and get a monster truck with it, so yeah, it was pretty awesome. Yeah, it's a pretty kick-ass film. Ace Ventura, Jim Carrey, funny bloke in a very funny film. Anyway, so on with the next. Look, these films are legendary. If you haven't heard of them, you've probably been in a cave, which is a little bit crap. But no, I'm just kidding. You probably haven't. Yeah, I've got 2 tabs. One of them's got like bonus features and all this stuff, and the other one's basically just like the 3 films. It is an epic trilogy. A little bit, I'd say for me personally, it's like more epic than Star Wars, mainly due to the fact that I wasn't really a Star Wars person, but I'm more of a Back to the Future person. Mainly due to the fact that Star Wars is, I don't know, it doesn't really get to me, but this film really does. I'm just thinking, yeah, can you imagine if time travel was possible? Possibly not in a DeLorean though. But anyway, they are awesome films. Brilliant actors in it. Good plots even, sorry. Really quite kick-ass, like dialogue. I like the films, to kick ass. Next! This film basically came out ages ago. And when I say ages ago, I mean ages ago. It's got Tom Hanks and Dan Aykroyd in. Quite a very funny film as well as I remember it. Yeah. So old, but kick-ass at the same time. It's just like some of the lines. It sounds a bit like something that the National Lampoons would do, but yeah, it's just kick-ass. It really is, because of the fact that they're being serious but funny at the same time. So it works so well. Right, next, it isn't a film. It's more like a TV kind of drama-ish thing. It's based on a Terry Pratchett novel. Yeah, it's kick-ass. I saw it on TV. Well, no, that's the point. I wanted to see it on TV, but as it was on Sky and we didn't have Sky at the time, I had to get the DVD. But it's kick-ass anyway. I like the voice of Death. He's just like, his mouth doesn't move, but yeah, it's just kick-ass. Very good way that they've actually made it into the like TV kind of thing from books. Very clever done. Like this, last Christmas, they did the film Going Postal, which is also pretty awesome. I like that. Anyway, next. These 2 films, possibly the best films that Charlie Sheen has done. I don't know, unfortunately, of any others that he's done that he's been the main role. Unfortunately. Hot Shots and Hot Shots Part 2. Just very funny, very kick-ass films. It's basically, no. There is no Tom in it, we're talking about Joker. Charlie Sheen is basically this kick-ass pilot. He's better than the rest, but then they call him a hot shot because of the fact that he's too good and he thinks he's the best. But he is the best anyway. The first film is basically just like getting to know the characters. Well, some of the main characters transfer on to the next film as well. The second film is basically about how they're stopping Saddam Hussein, which is just hilarious. Because basically, when they do actually kill Saddam Hussein, he then gets thrown in the fire wall, like brings him back to life, and he's like merged with his pet dog. It's just funny. Next film, just hilarious, really. This film has got Samuel Jackson and Emilio Estevez. He's basically from Mighty Ducks films. And it's just kick-ass. National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. There was not a Loaded Weapon 2, I have searched for it. But this had Charlie Sheen in it, like playing a bit part, but yeah. Just funny and just kick-ass. I'll give you a reference. There was a part in the film where basically they're in the car together. Yeah. Anyway, they're talking about like how they think it could be one person, it could be another person. Anyway, then Samuel Jackson goes, it's like, oh no, we've got someone's following us, and they're literally sitting in the back of his car. And he goes, hold on, I'll try and lose him. And then he turns the car around and then drives back and he goes, hey, you lost him. Nice driving. Thanks. And that's it. Right, next film. It's the first of 3 films. This one's a PG, that's why I put it in it, obviously. Fellowship of the Ring. It's not bad. For the first film that they did of it, it's actually not bad. I mean, obviously, you know, it didn't include everything that was in J.R.R. Tolkien's, like, book. But, kick-ass nonetheless. Great acting, fantastic special effects. If it had been in 3D, I think it would have been a little bit over the top, because you probably would have had everything, you know, just shooting at the bloody screens, like, what the, you know, would have been good though, but I think, like I said, it would have been over the top, and everyone would have just been like, okay, yeah, calm down, you don't need to do that much. But I can personally see that they're going to do this in 3D, like bring it back in 3D. Yeah, a bit like Avatar, but I can see it they're going to do this in 3D. Think about it, it'd be awesome. You see all the bloody arrows in the 2 twin towers, or whatever, 2 towers, basically just like coming out of the screen. It'd be pretty awesome. Anyway, next. I only bought this film mainly due to the fact that it's got Ricky Gervais in it and it's just funny. It's an alright family film. I mean, I don't mind it, to be honest. I mean, that's why I bought it, obviously. But it's actually quite funny. I just like the fact that he's going for different jobs. He can't find one after, like, his last job of doing something. He's trying to invent, like, what do you call it? Instead of the clapper, like, as in, like, turn the lights on, turn the lights off, it's basically just, and then the lights are on. Anyway, it's not a bad film, I like it. Right, these next 4 films, well, 3 films. Yeah, 3 films, because the other 4th one is a bonus material. These 3 films are epic classics. They came out, I'm pretty sure, back in the 80s. Yeah. It's the first 3, not the second 3. Because the second 3 were basically, well, they weren't too bad, but it was just mainly the third one was actually the best of the first 3. Yeah. I'm not going to say much about it. Right, last 2 films. Basically the same film. Yeah. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Woo, 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 woo. Party on, Wayne, party on, go. Just awesome, just epic. It's just Mike Myers being a complete, well, funny bloke. He really is. It's just, there's something about him that makes me go, yeah, that's just funny as hell. Why the hell not? So, that was that. The PG's done. That's Mega Reviewing. The next one, like I said, will be the 12s. And, yeah, that should be fun because there's quite a lot more than the PG, to be honest. It's going to last a little bit longer than this one, but hopefully not too much longer, because obviously this one's going to cut off at like 15 minutes 30, so I'll try and cut it down a little bit. Anyway, that's the rights for Mega Reviewing. Catch you guys later.